Hi everyone, my name is Shorisha. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Helm of Science. In the previous class, that is means PYQ session 1 of organic chemistry, we have discussed about the carbonyl chemistry, that means ketone, aldehyde and carboxylic acid. So that was a very important video. As I said that every competitive exam contains 2 or 3 question on carbonyl compounds. Okay, and this carbonyl compound is a queen of organic chemistry. Fine. So that video was very important, and now today I am going to discuss about a very important concept, that is the PYQ session is based on concept. That concept is reaction mechanism. Okay, fine. If you think about the reaction mechanism, idea of reaction mechanism, you can do any problem. That may be in alkane, that may be in alcohol, phenol, ether, any chapter, amines, whatever it is. Okay, so in this PYQ session, this is a PYQ session 2. Okay, PYQ session 2, and we are going to discuss reaction mechanism, very important. Reaction mechanism. Fine. So in the PYQ session 2 organic chemistry, I am going to discuss reaction mechanism. So in my first question, that it is AIMS examination, they provide us an alcohol, and in the alcohol they put different type of alkyl group. Fine. That is CH3, C6H5H, different types of alkyl group, and they gave us the HCl in room temperature. So they want the major product. So I am going to start the first problem of our class, that reaction of alcohol in presence of any acid that produce H plus. Fine. So this is our first problem. They provided us alcohol with different functional group, and they give us as a reagent. So sorry for the interruption. So what the problem is, they provide us an alcohol. First what happened? HCl produce H plus ion, and we know in case of alcohol we have non-bonding electron. So this non-bonding electron will catch the H plus. That means first step is the protonation step. That step, in which step, if lone pair with attached with any electrophile, mainly proton, that means H plus, that step is protonation step. So what happened after protonation step? After the protonation, we have OH2. If it is used there is valence electron, so there is a positive charge, and that is one H and one CH3. Now what happened? This OH2 become a good leading group. It leaves, and here a carbocation is here. This carbocation will form. So this carbocation will form. Now look at very carefully. If this plus carbocation is present in this position, that is in carbon, what happened? This carbocation will become more stable because they all are alkyl group. But in this case, only one alkyl group present. So due to the stability of carbocation, the 1,2 or rearrangement or any shift will occur. What will shift occur? This is called 1,2 shift. 1 is position 1, suppose this is position 2. This means 1 and 2 shift. Now which one will shift? We know that the migratory aptitude, that means hydrogen greater than phenyl greater than methyl. So this is a migratory aptitude. But in this case, what happened? CH3 will migrate. Now question, why CH3 will migrate having C6H5? Because if CH3 will migrate, what happened? First look at very carefully. If CH3 will migrate, carbocation form in this position, and this CH3 and this CH3. Now we know the stability of carbocation. This carbocation is a benzylic carbocation. Fine, this is a benzene group, phenyl group. The carbocation is benzyl carbocation. This is too much stable. Fine. So next part, what happened? If H plus form H plus and Cl minus. Now Cl minus will is a nucleophile, is attacked at that carbocation, and we get our desired product. So this is our desired product. So the problem is based on stability of carbocation and 1,2-methyl shift. This is called 1,2-methyl shift. It's a rearrangement reaction. So this reaction came in AIIMS exam. It's a very important problem on the basis of rearrangement reaction. So this is our first problem. Now I am going to the second problem. So in next problem, we are going to discuss a epoxide ring opening reaction. What? Epoxide ring opening reaction under acidic condition. They provide us an epoxy alcohol. Alcohol not. This is they contain epoxide with an anisole group and with a nitrobenzene group, and they produce us in acidic condition. They told us in acidic condition what happen if any epoxide will contain an anisole group and a nitrobenzene group. So this is our second problem of the class. So this is our second problem. This is maybe came in. This also came in AIIMS exam. Okay, this is AIIMS 2017 problem. Okay, so it is an epoxide. Fine, this is an epoxide. Remember, epoxide, that is called. This is also called oxidant. This is called oxidant. Okay, one group has. R group is considered as anisole and one is nitrobenzene, and they will produce a HBr. Now look at very carefully. In acidic ring opening reaction of epoxide or 3-member ring will go under the SN1 type reaction. That means formation of the carbocation step. So first what happened? This oxygen has a lone pair. We donate the lone pair to H plus, and we get a positive charge oxygen on that atom. Fine. Now what happened? This bond will break or this bond will break. Suppose this is A bond, that is B bond. Okay, that is A bond, that is B bond. Fine. If this bond will break, this B bond will break. If B bond will break, carbocation come on this carbon, and if this bond will break, the carbocation come on this carbon. Fine. Now the question is, which carbocation is stable? So look at very carefully. I told you that reaction intermediate are most important and fundamental chapter that I have taught you. Fine. So this example of this reaction mechanism is fully controlled by reaction intermediate stability. If this carbocation will prepare first, this I will show that this carbocation will form, and we get this OH. Okay, and that is our another group. This is suppose carbocation and is will break. That means it is suppose this B form, and we get also OMe. Sorry, I am forgot to write OMe. This is OMe. This is CH. Now OH will form, and in this carbon, and we get a positive charge over here. This is NO2, that is nitrobenzene. Fine. So in this case, what happened? Which carbocation is stable? Now look at very carefully. This OMe group have a lone pair. This OMe group will participation in resonance. That means a plus R effect. This lone pair of OMe will show plus R effect. So the deficiency of carbon electron will remove, so this carbocation becomes stable. But in case of nitrobenzene show minus R effect and it is show plus R effect. So minus R effect destabilize the CH plus or carbocation. So this A will not form. Fine, this A will not form, this will form. Now what happened? After that, just a second. So sorry for the interruption. They will produce HBr. So means we have the anion part Br. Br will attack Br minus or Br minus will attack on that carbon. So our final product is, I am writing here. In there I am writing the final product. This is our anisole group. Okay, this is carbocation and Br will come on this carbon. This is CH, OH, and that is our nitrobenzene part. This is a simple ring opening. It's a meta position actually. Meta position is not correct. This is a, come on to the para with respect to it. Para substitution. Here also a para substitute. Okay, that is NO2. Okay, so this is our final product. So this is a very important reaction based on the ring opening epoxide or oxygen in presence of acidic condition goes via the SN1 pathway. That means that this reaction depends on the stability of carbocation. So this was our second problem. Now I am going to the third problem. That I think that came in JEE main exam. Fine. So note it down. In the third problem, we are going to discuss a free radical mechanism. That is, they have provided us an alkene. Okay, and they give us NBS, that means N-bromosuccinamide, in presence of photochemical condition. Just a second. Okay, that is fine. In the presence of photochemical condition, and second reagent is water in presence of base. First reagent is NBS in photochemical condition, and another reagent is water in presence of base. So what is our final product? So now I am going to start the third problem. So this is our third problem. So their first condition or reaction condition is NBS in photochemical conditions. Look at very carefully and listen very carefully. This is the structure of NBS. That means N-bromosuccinamide. This is the structure of NBS. That means N-bromosuccinamide. It will produce actually in photochemical condition. It will produce bromine radical. What? Bromine radical. In N-bromosuccinamide in photochemical condition provide us bromine radical. But if there is no photochemical condition and they will produce us, they will give us any polar solvent that will form a dot will not produce Br dot, and if there is any alkene present in NBS and polar solvent, that will form our bridged bromonium cation. But in this case, due to the photochemical condition, it will produce Br dot. And wrote it down very carefully. That both are NBS, but depending upon the condition, that means one is H mu, that means photochemical condition, another is our solvent condition, the intermediate will change. So now what it does? It does the formation of allylic bromination. What? Allylic bromination. If you will give this bromine NBS in presence of photochemical condition, this radical will form. This allyl radical will form. Fine. Now this allyl radical will form, and this allyl radical is very much stable. Why this allyl radical is stable? Because it is stabilized by the resonance, and it will combine with Br dot. It will combine with Br dot and produce us this type of compound. And this reaction mechanism is known as allylic bromination. This is the allylic position. The position after the double bond, this allylic bromination will form. So this is called as allylic bromination reaction. It is a very important reaction in photochemical condition in presence of NBS allylic bromination will takes place. Fine. After that, this is our first intermediate. This is the first after the element and H mu. This will form first. So now I am removing it. Now I am going to the second condition. So after that, I think I was rubbing it. I think you draw the intermediate. This is first intermediate. Then we will produce water in presence of K2CO3. Now in this condition, bromine is a very good living group. This is a very bulky. That is why this is very good living group. Bromine will live, and we get now a carbocation. What carbocation will form? This is not carbocation. This is 2CH3 group. Fine. This is also not. This is not a carbocation. Okay. They give us 3CH3 group, not 2. 1, 2, 3 CH3 group. Fine. So carefully. This is also CH3 group. Okay. This carbocation will form, and hence, if this carbocation, if we give water, then we get an allylic alcohol. So this is a very important method of preparation. The allylic alcohol form alkene. So the reaction wants to know can you prepare the allylic alcohol form an alkene. The process is first step is NBS under the H mu condition, allylic bromination takes place. Then bromine will act as a living group and water will attack on that allylic position, and we get our allylic alcohol. This is a very important problem. I think this came in JEE main, and this is a very important problem. They will form allylic alcohol. This is a very, very important substrate in organic chemistry. Fine. So this is our third problem. Now note it down properly. In our fourth problem and last problem, we are going to discuss a problem that is based on alkane. Okay, alkene, sorry, not alkene. They first provide us HBr in H2O2, and after that, the second condition is they give us a alkoxide, that means ethyl alkoxide as a reagent. So what will be the final product of this compound of the reaction? So now I am going to discuss the last solution problem. Okay. So this is our last problem. Fine. First, what happened? Look at very carefully. H2O2. That means peroxy linkage. HOOH. This is a peroxy linkage. In presence of HBr, that will first homolytic cleavage will occur, and we get 2 OH dot. That is homolytic cleavage, and this process is exothermic because 2 sigma bond form one compound, 2 sigma bond, more sigma bond will prepare. This is an exothermic process. Fine. Now what happened? Next step is the first step. In second step, what happened? This OH minus, suppose OH dot, sorry, minus OH radical combined with this HBr, and this HBr also cleave and produce Br dot and water. Fine. This Br dot will form only in case of HBr peroxide. If there is HCl in peroxide, that will not, Cl dot will not form, because in case of HCl and HF also, this bond breaking is very endothermic. But in case of, due to the larger size of bromine, this bond breaking easily feasible. This bond breaking is easily feasible. So bromine will form. Now what happened? Bromine radical will form. Again a radical mechanism. So after that what happened? CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. Now what happened? This bond will also break. Now which radical will form? Look at very carefully. CH3, CH2, CH dot, CH2Br, and again CH3, CH2, CHBr, and CH2 dot will form here. That's radicals. So this is A, this is B. Now look at carefully. This is a 2 degree radical. Fine. This is a 2 degree radical, and this is a 1 degree radical. Okay. This is 2 degree radical. This is 1 degree radical. We know that 2 degree radical is more stable than 1 degree radical, so that will not form. And after from here, we get it takes SH plus, so we get CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Br. Fine. This is our the first product. Okay. And I think they asked my for final product. Okay. This is our intermediate. Then after they produce us this alkoxide. So first I wrote it down properly, and I will driving it. So this is our first intermediate Y. Fine. And the next reagent is C2H5O minus Na plus. They give us ONA, but I am writing like this, O minus Na plus. So now look at very carefully. This is a primary halide. Fine. Primary halide, alkyl halide. Primary alkyl halide. And we know that in any primary alkyl halide, the reaction in presence of C2H5ONA, like this type of base, actually this type of base, alkoxide base, can act as a nucleophile as well as base. In case of nucleophile, they will show SN2 type reaction. This question is too much conceptual. This given all India pre-medical exam, too much conceptual, too much heavy weight reagents. First is anti-Markovnikov rule, that is H in presence of HBr, and next this step is contraction between SN2 and E2 elimination. So it can act as a base, and when it acts as a base, it will show the E2 reaction. Now the substrate is 1 degree, that means primary. So in case of primary, elimination cannot take place. In case of primary, elimination reaction cannot take place. SN2 will only take place in presence of O minus. If this is not any primary halide, alkyl halide, or if they will give us heating condition. In case of heating condition in type of base, this substrate also undergoes elimination reaction, but they don't provide us this heating condition, so this will undergo SN2 type reaction. So what happened in SN2 reaction? This O minus will attack this CH2 carbon or sp3 carbon, and bromine is a bulky, so it again acts as a leaving group. So what is our Z, our final product? So our final product is O CH2 CH3. So this is an ether, this is an ether. So this is our final product. So today it is Z, and this came in All India Pre-Medical Exam. I think this is in All India Pre-Medical Exam 2014. Okay, this is a very important reaction. So today I have discussed 4 type problem, that 2 type based on free radical and 2 type based on carbocation, but the reagents are different from one another. So this type of mechanism and reagent we have to consider very carefully. So note it down properly and keep practicing this type of problem, more and more problem. In the next PYQ session, I am going through another chapter that will be very interesting for all of you. So this is enough for today. Keep practicing, and thank you for watching.